So like you all know, I have the CEO of Rangers International Football Club here. We want to talk football. Football is a culture in Nigeria. It's almost a religion in Nigeria. But unfortunately, or let me not say fortunately or unfortunately, but it's a thing that within the out-of-home space, it has not featured as much as we would have liked. So we have the professional here. He actually plays football. And then he's also the CEO of Rangers. Am I correct, sir? Can you tell us about your football journey in a nutshell?
Sure. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And I've really enjoyed my time here. My football journey is quite interesting because I was playing football and I was going to school. I'm also a lawyer, so and
a round of applause for him now. It's not easy.
So Nigeria is not a difficult place, an interesting place to combine sports and education. And to the glory of God, everything seems to be so good because now I play also professionally currently with my players at Rangers. So I combine the administrative role as the CEO of Rangers, and I still have a license to play. I think it's the first time it's happening in Nigeria anyway.
So he's earning 200,000
because played for the University of Nigeria, played during the Enugu Games, the West African University Games, went to the national team, stopped playing at some point, became the team manager of Rangers. We won the league in 2016 after over 32 years. Won the Federation Cup in 2018 after 35 years drought.
Okay, let's not go into it. And the people here, all they care about is attention span, eyeballs, crowd. Do you think that Nigerian club sites, Nigerian football fans, the football architecture and sporting architecture is taking advantage of the mammoth crowd that we currently have with clubs like Rangers, Enyimba, and even recently Sporting Lagos? And what can we do differently with all that you've heard in this conference?
Yeah, I think we are growing. We are beginning to understand a delicate movement for the people of the region. Over the years, I've not been able to maximize its followership, to understand that, okay, with the fan base we command, we can do a lot. We can get people to put their highlights on us. You spoke about Enyimba, and interestingly, a few months ago in June, we had an interesting atmosphere at the cathedral in Enugu, Rangers versus Enyimba. I know Amstel Malta, I think they were there, Nigerian breweries and all that. We had over 45,000 persons at the cathedral. And if you play back that video, you will see that we just had the traditional board. But sitting down there and reflecting upon all the conversations we've had today to our game, have more money, yeah, because it's business. When I returned last year from the FIFA Master to become the CEO of Rangers, I found that we could do a lot beyond the actual game on the field. It's business. We could see Polygon, Absen, and all that. We have a cathedral that hosted the World Cup in 2009, the FIFA Under 17 World Cup in 2009. So you have there a board that has been there for years. That commercial drive, because of the companies here in Lagos, you can't compare the companies here in Lagos to other parts of Nigeria. So you could see that they were...
If I were an outdoor company, what are the opportunities available for me in Rangers Stadium, for instance? How can I partner with you? What are the obstacles to partnering with you? And what are the upsides to partnering with you as a football club?
I think I love looking at the bright side. For every match day, Gombe United, it could be Academy Warriors. We have at least 10,000. And when you talk of Oriental derbys, for instance, Heartland, Enyimba, Abia Warriors, is stadium capacity is packed. You can think of it, the eyeballs. The LED is one part, but outside the stadium is also another. For those who don't want to come to watch the games, Mama Ada in a bus going to Oboete can look up and see an advert, maybe for a certain bottling company or a certain bank, or as the case may be. But again, when you look deeply into this, what we are not maximizing is that advert that we can always carry.
As your shirt.
Yes. When we came last year, we were able to get Afri Invest to become our official shirt sponsor. And this year we have Notra Tractors from Denmark. And every day in the southeast, you see people wearing this. It's an advert you cannot quantify.
The stadium.
Right.
What does that person need to do? What does that company need to do to get that kind of thing?
Now, stadium naming rights are very intricate. They are delicate aspects of, because you have to look at the laws. NFF statute, what does it say? What does the MPFF framework and rules say? But first, the company must discuss with the club who owns the stadium. For the game, for instance, when do you want to place your advert? For how long do you want this to be? So all these legal requirements must be sorted out before you begin to talk of any other thing. And again, we don't utilize it in Nigeria. I've been saying the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. Who says Amstel cannot rename our stadium? Amstel Malta Stadium, the Cathedral Enugu. They come, they pay a little money, maybe 1 billion or 2 billion, and
Amstel.
and it's done. But then we don't have any hard and fast rule to this. What matters is do not go contrary to the laws. If you are renaming this stadium, it must not be against the law. It must not be repugnant to natural justice, good conscience. It must be things in line with laid down laws.
So, as we wrap up, how can this whole branding experience within the out-of-home space enhance fan experience in the stadium? And what can it do for sports in Nigeria?
Yeah, it can do a lot. Because I'll give you an instance. When the Super Eagles play, we've lost that frenzy because we've not been able to utilize, maximize the potentials we have. We've not been able to look at what 20 Premier League clubs in Nigeria. But have we been able to maximize this? The answer is no. And it brings me to one suggestion: collaboration. We must collaborate. We must come together to form that synergy, to know how we can grow our institutions and then be able to bring our fans closer to the club, to the system. The video you saw, some of the fans came there because Obi Kubana was coming. Some of them came because Flavor was coming, because we had to get across to these people to come to our games. And of course, it was the game that gave us the trophy. I think that was against Bendel Insurance. We thrashed them 2-0. And,
All right. Congratulations, Rangers, generally in Nigeria. Thank you very